Welcome to Wind Peak Inn. This is an inn in Dawnstar. I had a few problems with bugs. I've got Janessa with me. We're going to speak to Erandur. This is a bit of a departure of what we did last. What we did last was we went to Craig's Lane Cabin and we became the Thane of Riften. So we basically outcompeted Mjol. However, I do want to collect a new follower, which is going to be this guy, Erandur, and I want to finish his quest. Dawnstar, like, for instance, if you talk to Thoring,
don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers.
he says nightmares don't seem to happen to travellers because the people of Dawnstar have had real problems with nightmares. Now let's talk to Erandur.
And what might you need? The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
Sure, okay then.
In any other circumstance, I'd agree with you. However, these aren't normal dreams.
How do you know that?
The Daedric Lord Vermina's voracious hunger for memories is responsible for these visions. The nightmares are an echo of her presence as she feeds.
Okay, what are you going to do about that though? She's a Daedric Lord.
Source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
Yep.
I've already
Fine.
said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
Yep, I trust you.
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
Who is Vermina, by the way?
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
Okay, alright, so we've got background.
I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
Greetings.
Just clap in my face, why don't you? Well, we're gonna follow him. She's good. She's good. I want a bard like that when I get home. 3 songs in 3 minutes. Come on, Erandur, take us where you're gonna go. I notice all the priests of Mara, all the good priests, have that orange and yellow priest robes. Bad priests don't have that. They've got special stuff. The Nightcaller Temple, Nightcaller, so not Nightcrawler. Nightcaller Temple is one of these very suspicious looking buildings that are towering over the town of Dawnstar. Typically in Elder Scrolls, very close to a town you have this horrifying building. For instance, if you remember Iverstead had Shroud Heath Barrow, which has got a ghost in it, and we haven't hunted that ghost down, of course. Also, if you think all the way back to Riverwood, let's follow Erandur. If we think about Riverwood, Riverwood had Bleak Falls Barrow not too far away.
Follow me. It's this way.
And this is Nightcaller Temple. Look at that. Looks unpleasant, doesn't it? Just build a town underneath this horrifying
It feels good to
place.
finally have a chance to help these people.
There's a horrifying place
Helplessly
over.
watching them suffer is being
Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, it's just that place. I thought there was another place overhanging as well. Yeah. We're following. You go ahead.
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her.
He's suddenly gone a bit quiet. All he said was he's established a small shrine of Mara inside Nightcaller Temple. Nightcaller Temple is not a traditional temple to Mara, it's a temple of Armina. Hello, horse. I think that's my horse, he just ran off. Is it my horse? Yeah, it's my horse. Don't mind my horse just sitting there. I don't think there are that many enemies until we get close to Nightcaller Temple. You get a better look here. See, with all those guards surely should clear them out. Maybe they don't think that Daedric worship is that bad, even though most of the Daedric people, apart from Missoura, are completely horrible. Well, saying that, Meridia, who I found her beacon earlier, that was off camera. I found her beacon. She's a vaguely good Daedric lord. She wants to kill all undead and all vampires. I suppose if you're a vampire it's a bad thing, but if you're a normal person like I am playing, she's a good Daedric lord. Now I've done this quest before, which is why I know what's going on. We just need to follow him all the way. And Nightcaller is just over here. It's uneventful, there are no enemies. I am just gonna go, and last time I came here there were some wolves, so what I am going to do is get out my animal allegiance shout, because we're just nice and friendly to those wolves. Of course I'm level 30ish now, so we might face saber cats. Actually it looks like I can see an animal over there. Is that a bear? I think it might be a bear. I'll go on ahead. My animal allegiance doesn't last that long. I don't know if that bear's on my side. Yeah, this bear's on my side. I've got 2 bears on my side, although they seem to be attacking my fellows for some reason. Unessa's taking a beating. Let's beat down this bear. He's on my side, but I'm going to beat him down. Let's get out my super glass dagger. What do I need? A shield, otherwise I'll get stomped. What? Go away, Snow Bear. Go away, Snow Bear. I can't beat you. Phew. Right, so it's just one bear. Oh, let's take him out. Let's take this bear out. Why not? Might level up our one-handed. Right, plenty of bears. We shall take his snow pelts. That's good for me to level up my smithing. Nightcaller Temple discovered. Let's nab these snowberries. We won't be coming very far.
So many shadowy corners to strike from. I could learn to like this place.
Yeah, I suppose so. Hey, she's supposed to be a ranger, by the way. I did look that up. I'm gonna send her back home. Unfortunately, I think something's gone a bit funny with my follower mod, because I've tried to send her home, but she just doesn't go. I'm gonna save things very quickly here. That's it, and then I'm gonna send her home. Janessa, you go home.
We're one of the same kind, you and I.
I know.
I'm glad to have met you.
Nice, but part ways. Or should I want you to wait here. See, she doesn't wait, she follows.
I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within.
She follows, and I think
Years
that
ago,
hacks the game.
This temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
Well, were they
No.
successful?
Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
Okay.
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike.
I suppose we need to unseal it anyway. So the
The
miasma...
miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process.
Okay.
Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all.
Sure. Okay then.
Once we get inside, all will become clear.
Seriously, you need to go home.
Yes?
See, she doesn't go home. Part ways, she doesn't go home. And I don't get an option. She's obviously saying something. I don't get an option to cancel it, and I don't think the game likes this. So I might have to
You need
disconnect.
something?
She's my follower again for some reason. I can't get rid of her.
Let's go.
Let's follow Erandur. We get in there anyway. I've saved my game just in case I'm gonna run into problems. I also need to level up. I'm level 30 at the moment. I need to level myself up to level 31. I shall put it in health. I did have one more perk to put on, but I want to save my perks so I can put them either into lockpicking or into archery. So I get a little note at the top of the screen saying my follower can't accompany me here. That's always caused problems in the past. What I'm going to put on now is I'm going to put on my archery helm. With the helm of archery, and I've got my ring of major archery. Let's also level up. Stick it into health. We want to last a bit longer. He sneaks along with you. That's pretty cool. Didn't know you did that. But this is the Shrine of Mara. I think that increases your restoration skill. Not something that I need. I'll take that book though. So this is the place that he established. Lost Legends book. We've completed that, of course. Walking the world. I'll take that as well. Over here is a novice chest. I wonder what's in there. Probably is Erandur's loot, because Erandur's obviously lived here for some time. He knows a lot about the Vermina cult. All that is great stuff. Healing, magicka, restoration.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
So this is some sort of fake doorway. It's always different colour from everything else. Okay, let's sneak. This kind of cloudy bluish cloud is obviously the miasma. I'm gonna equip my bow now with my iron
Show
arrows.
you the source of the nightmares. Over here.
Okay, let's take a look at those nightmares. Let's take a look at this door. This door is locked, requires a key.
Behold the skull of corruption.
And you see the
source of
skull
Dawn's
of corruption down there.
We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Sure. Get your little orcish mace out, why don't you? So once the shrine is unsealed, which is what we've done, then people start coming out, start waking up. Like that orcish invader.
Time to end this little game. Victory is yours.
I'll
I
send you
submit.
to oblivion.
We do need to kill everyone in here, although I've got that mercy mod in here. Unfortunately, when you do give people mercy, it tends to hack the game. Just like when I gave mercy to people in Craig's Lane Cavern. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to kill them all. And the game doesn't like that. It doesn't like mercy.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
Let's get into there.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
Well, why keep it a
The
secret?
orcs invaded the temple. I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Okay, cool.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
How can the skull be affecting Dawnstar?
All holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed.
Well,
What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day.
so I take it before it was perfectly happy taking the
Listen,
dreams,
The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
taking the dreams of the priests. But now it doesn't have the priests on around, then it's going to Dawnstar. Of course, what we could do is just unseal this place and take their dreams. However, why isn't it taking the dreams of these sleeping orcs? How about that? Can you answer me that? Flaw in your logic, hey, Erandur? But never mind, he's a good guy. Sounds like a good guy, doesn't he? So we'll trust him. There's that door that required a key that we're heading up to. Sometimes Erandur gets stuck
It's just up here.
and you have to reload.
Be careful.
But he's managed to get
We're
through
certain
this
to
time.
Find more of the awakened within.
So we're looking for a few more orcs and also a few of Varmina's peeps. And up ahead, well, it's nice that he's taken the lead. You can see one on the floor there. That's a Varmina devotee. Out the way, Erandur, look. Oh, Erandur, I just hit you in the face.
Take heed, they've awakened. Feel the benevolence of Mara.
Okay, he's shuffling back and forth. They're roughly 50-50.
Yes, nothing. I'll see you burn.
Ah, he's down there. Let's get him. So we're basically looking for a way past... Is that Erandur? Has he gone all... He's managed to go all the way over there. We're going to head over this way. Now this might be a strange way to go, but it's just because I'm going to pick up this quest item here, which is the Dream Stride, and I'll quickly read it to you. The mysterious alchemists of Armina. Basically, over 1,000 years, the priests of Armina can make amazing alchemy potions. But Armina's torpor is the most impressive. A single sip of this can make you experience dreams as if you're actually there. And to an observer, once you've drunk the potion, you'll vanish, and within the dream, once you've drunk it, you'll be within the dream. You can actually traverse distances in the real world, so you can move a few feet to thousands of miles from the origin in a matter of minutes. But it's slightly unpredictable and dangerous, and sometimes you die. But obviously, it's what we need to cross that magical barrier. Now let's see what else there is. Burnt books. Burnt books you can't read; they're just miscellaneous objects. Sometimes I'm looking for any skill books that are over here. Or any decent books I can put in my library. Like here's a book here, but you're not going to get too much out of that. Varieties of Daedra. I think I've got about 1,000 of those books. Burnt books, nothing else. I'm not impressed at the graphics of this boat. It doesn't look like it's under much tension. I know it's a bit of a quibble. The Firmament, I'll take that. That's not a skill book. What's this? Roasting hot coals? Nothing there. Hey, Erandur. There's a second section of the library. In you go, Erandur. I know there are some enemies around here. Over there, for instance, that guy getting up. Are you not worried? So these guys in robes I really want to shoot down. These devotees appear just to use their fists. Yeah, kill him, Erandur, they deserve it. So we've cleared out a few of these orcs, and
barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need.
okay. What am I looking
We're
for?
looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride.
The Dream Stride, exactly.
The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere.
Found it.
Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
That's a potion, right?
The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
Cool.
Quite amazing, yes. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
Well, let's do it.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
Okay, sure. Let's find the torpor
I
then.
believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
Right, what will the Dream Stride feel like? You haven't seen... I don't know why I'd ask him that, since he's never seen it in person. You go do your thing, I'm gonna look for books. A burnt book. And oh yes, I'd left lots of goodies on this orc. For instance, he's got a steel axe, useless. Let's take the gold though. Plenty of gold. Oh, an iron arrow over here, and what's he got? Tundra cotton. Tundra cotton, that's it. I think you can use that for a resist magic potion. Torchbug thorax, which you can use for restore stamina. Burnt books. And this is the Varmina devotee who fell down here when Erandur beat him with a mace. Plenty of burnt books. I'm sure there's some... Is this a biography of Baranzia? And there's no skill books. Sure there was a skill book last time I checked. Never mind. I'll have a brief look in here. It appears to be a door and an expert chest. I am very briefly... Oh, I've got my Guildmaster gloves already that give me 30% lockpicking. I must have sold my lockpicking ring or lockpicking necklace, 'cause I'm sure I had one at one point. Even so, I think 30% basically, making the lockpicking 30% easier. It doesn't alter my skill level at the bottom of the screen. It's at the moment that's 66, and of course plus 30 would push that up to 96. But it might just make the sweet spot easier, 30% bigger. Not much there. Potion of Magicka, potion of healing. But let's make our way into the laboratory, as you call it, the laboratory. Oh, book! Book of Daedra again! They love it. You go ahead anyway. What I shall do is I shall poison my little bow. Let's use the frostbite venom. Oh look, Mr. Orc up there. I'm using the frostbite venom because it weighs a lot and I need to get rid of it. Oh hello Mr. Priest of Varmina. I mean it's got that additional leather. Do I want that? Charcoal. I don't even know what you use charcoal for, but I'll have it. There are some mods that use charcoal to make steel. Don't need wood to make steel, so I don't see why you would use charcoal. What's he got? A fish and a potion. They don't have anything. They've got nice robes, but these weigh a ton, and they don't have any magical properties either. So that looks like the alchemy lab up ahead. With lots of miasma going on. Look at that. Uh-oh, two. Uh-oh, we should have probably taken care of the... or made the fight even. At the moment we've got lots of orcs and only one companion. Uh-oh, let's go invisible. And do a bit of healing while I'm here. And he fried me, he absolutely fried me. Right, let's go all the way back. I can't remember where I saved. Damn it, all the way back here. Okay, I'm going to quickly pause things here And once we get back to that scene, I'll get back. We're pretty much where we left off. We've got these two sniped off. We just want to slaughter the orcs this time because the Varmina priests are a little bit overmatched this time, and we don't want those orcs coming after me. We want everyone, and then we want to shoot. Oh, come off it! Seriously? Just gonna use up a lot of damage health because I need to knock out these orcs.
Kill them! I'm on your side.
Yeah, I know you're on my side. One more hit, it looks like he'll get very irritated by me. Let's see, so let's wait over here.
This is your last mistake.
They have a tendency just to rotate themselves.
That's all you've got?
Let's use a dragon shout, otherwise we might get into trouble. Let's get a Call of Valor guy.
Puny weak.
Gods, no!
The wicked. And perish.
We're all done, are we? Excellent, we completed that mission. If we backtrack too much, the unfortunate thing is that the game sometimes crashes because Erandur doesn't like backtracking.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor.
Let's get that torpor.
It should be in... I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid.
Okay, what about that arrow pointing to it? That arrow pointing to it looks suspicious. Let's do a bit of looting though. Tundra cotton, jasby grapes, elves ears. Not real elves ears, not Falmer ears, but just the type you find in leaves. There should be a couple of people to loot here. It's pine thrush eggs. All they hold is an ingredient and a potion, a very weak potion at that, so they are quite disappointing. Let's see what's in this. Potion of vigorous magica, I think that's pretty good. So it looks like wine, empty wine
Yes, sorry,
bottles,
son.
mead.
What
Yes,
is it
yes.
I can help with?
I don't want you hanging around me. Book of Daedra, we've got one of those already. I'll take another one of those. And what's on this Orcish invader? Oh, I've already searched him. And over here, skeever tails, minus stamina. So loads of alchemy. So it looks like these guys are proper alchemy experts, or should be at least. Okay, what have we got? Hawker meat, troll fat, just a real treasure trove. Taproot, nightshade. I don't think I need to sneak anymore. Falmer ear, moth wings, glow dust, butterfly. We did a quest where we actually returned Daedra hearts. They're well worth it. We did a quest where we returned some frost salts back to a woman very near Windhelm, where I think it's Kynes, yeah, in Kynes Grove. And she gives you some alteration training. And we also did a quest off camera where we gave Isolde, who walks around Whiterun Market, not the modded market of course, the actual market, we gave her a mammoth tusk and she was quite pleased with that. And look at that, there's the big arrow pointing to something that looks like a big bottle of plentiful healing, but it isn't. We accidentally picked up a carrot, we don't want that. Canis root, dragon tongues, and yeah, we've picked up the Varmina's torpor. So we'll scuff all that down. We shall also take this coin pass, and if we check over here, this leads us back into the main corridor, so we can pull that, and that leads us back into the main corridor with that force field. Of course we can't get around that force field unless we use Varmina's torpor, so let's go and speak to our chap again. Oh, we left out this resist shock. Resist shock, very useful here. because most of these priests cast shock. Okay, Erandur.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? We
Nothing.
mustn't tarry.
Nothing,
The
because I
skull
just
needs
wanted
to
to
be
grab
destroyed
these
as soon as possible.
slaughterfish scales and then... Yep, I found the torpor.
I'm relieved you did. So, I've taken
Let's drink it.
I
Oh,
understand
I'll drink
your
it.
hesitation, but I promise you, it works.
It works. Even though you've never seen it, I'll drink it anyway. Let's drinky. Oh, it's Varmina's torpor, so it'll be right at the bottom of our list of it. We've got tons and tons of potions. Our backpack must be just full of them. Click on that and we are magically teleported here.
The inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma. But brother,
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
Let's release the
Then
miasma.
it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop.
He's a very muscular looking priest. Well, that's my
We
job.
must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
agreed to the death.
Right, so there's two people guarding the skull. If you look at this is the skull that we saw when we were up there. If you see, that's our target. And the force field is around here. No, we were looking from down up there. We're in the dream right now, and this is the skull of corruption. And there are these two people guarding the skull to their death. And we exit. Let's exit. So we know that if we come back here, there are going to be two Varmina devotees. If you look over here, there's this guy sitting down. Hi, just having a meal. You've just killed an orc. Why not? Why not? So there'll be 3 devotees to kill. And then we come into, looks like the dining room.
No one crosses me!
When an orc and a devotee are fighting. But we'd want to skip past these people. So in the dining room there's going to be a couple of people to fight. And we are in the bedroom area. In the bedroom area there's going to be a couple of devotees and an orc. We'll get past these though. And we're out in the main corridor, where there is a priest boxing champion fighting against someone with an axe. And there's no one around this corner. And it looks like... yeah, it looks like this is the way out. So there's going to be 2 groups there. And this is something else. But we need to get out round this way. It's getting very blurry. And this is obviously what the guy did in the dream. So we want to exit. There's going to be another lot of fighting, and this is 2 Varmina devotees. And what we need to do is pull this chain. Let's release that miasma. And if you see over there, that orc and the 2 Varmina devotees, they magically transform into 2 orcs that you kill later on. Oh, here we are. We seem to have woken from that dream. Look around. There's the miasma chain. We need to disable this by just taking that common soul gem, and that opens this up. Now we can speak to Erandur.
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Pretty cool, huh?
After what you just experienced, you're not amazed? I'm at a loss for words.
Let's discuss it later.
My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend.
There's always an inner sanctum. Let's save here because this is a very buggy quest. I think I crashed round about. Let's save over this one.